What is up? This is my recent pickups number 11, and man, did I ever get something. I got a hell of a deal here. Um, this is a Jaguar, something that I feel is kind of missing from the gaming history, if you will. Um, this thing is supposedly a 64-bit system, when in reality it may as well be 32-bit, honestly. But if you want to know more about it, just go to Angry Video Game Nerds video. I'm not here to explain anything about it. But I got this and all this stuff. It was kind of expensive, but it was totally worth it in the end. I have to admit I was kind of worried about it not working. It also came with the Atari Jaguar official gamer's guide. I think it tells you it's a guide for like 20 games. They're probably all what's it called? They're probably all like launch titles. One thing that I really wanted to show off was, before we get into it, the Rayman preview. Some of you may know Rayman Origins on the Xbox 360, the Wii. I think it's for the PlayStation 3. There's a Rayman game on the N64, probably one for the GameCube, for all I know. It was originally released on the Atari Jaguar, and there's a preview of it in this book. Let me show this to you here. Rayman preview. I am not going to read any of this because fuck that. I'll read a little bit of it. Unfortunately, we weren't able to obtain a final cartridge for Rayman in time for our already extended deadline, but we did receive a beta version of the game. Since this version isn't final, we didn't feel attempting a full chapter would be fair to you, readers. But knowing how heavily anticipated this title is, so there were people waiting for Rayman to come out in 92. So that's pretty cool. I'm not going to read any more of it because I don't want this video to go on forever. But this is what Rayman looked like back then. And you compare it to what it is now. It's pretty crazy. So yeah, Rayman is actually almost 20 years old, if not 20 years old, which I thought was interesting. One more thing I wanted to show off here. Where is it at? Is the free information. Get on the Gaming Masteries series mailing list. Apparently there was something called a Gaming Masteries series. What systems do you have? You would fill this out. I thought it was interesting that the 3DO is on this list. It kind of was weird that the TurboGrafx 16 is on this list too. And the PC compatible. Never even heard of that. So the Lynx is on this list. I guess since it's an Atari system, they had to include that. But, who the fuck had anything else other than maybe a Sega Saturn, definitely a Genesis, Super Nintendo, obviously. I don't think anybody had a Game Gear, Game Boy, and NES. Nobody had anything else other than that. Oh, and a PlayStation, maybe. But nobody else had anything other than that. Anyway, this guide alone is worth, in this condition, probably about $30. 30 at least. There's also some weird writing in the back. I'm guessing it's this dude's high scores on the games. But this looks like a phone number right there. So if you want to call it, go for it. You can pause the video and type it into your phone. I don't care. But yeah. It was basically, I had to choose whenever I was making my decision to get the Jaguar between the guide and a box system without the guide. So I wanted the guide, honestly. Came with all the cords and the most exciting part, 6 games. One of them has an overlay. This overlay is for Cyromorph. So the first game we have is Cyromorph, obviously. Oh, I want to show you something. This is, actually, let me set this on something. I'll set that right there. Okay. Now, you probably can't notice it very well, but do you see any differences between these carts? What if I flip them over? What if I put them on a lighter surface? The Cybermorph cart, I don't know how well it's going to show up on the video, but it's actually darker than this cart. Trust me, it is. You can kind of see it on the camera, but maybe if I put them like this. You can kind of tell, but I don't know why I noticed that, but I thought it was interesting. So, that's that. So yeah, got Cybermorph, Iron Soldier, probably the best game out of these 6. Kasumi Ninja, horrible fighting game. Flip Out, which I could not figure out for the life of me to play, or how to play it. Some sort of weird puzzle game. Has a little dent in it too, right there. We got Checkered Flag racing game. It's not bad. And the last one, the Dragon, the Bruce Lee story. Has a little dent in it too, up in the upper right. You can probably barely see it. Only Cybermorph came with episode relay. Since the controllers, you know, you can dial your home phone number off it, and your cell phone number, whichever one you prefer. Yeah, you just put that bad boy on there, and now you know what the controls are. Anyway. So yeah, that is my awesome freaking system pickup. I'm probably going to make something along the lines of a Jaguar 101 video, since, let's be honest, how many people have played the Jaguar, or own one, since it's so damn expensive? I want more people to, like, know about it. I know you can just go watch Angry Video Game Nerd's video, but I want to give my own take on it, on this 64-bit interactive multimedia system. It says right there. Some people bash on the controllers, but I kind of like it. I kind of like the overlay concept. But anyway, everything works. This thing, the RF switch, is a little fucked up, but I got it to work, so totally worth the money I paid for it. So yep, that is my pickups. I will see you next week or the week after that. I don't know if I'm gonna have a pickups for this next week coming up, because I spent a lot of money on this. Well, it wasn't a lot, it was a good amount. So yeah, I'll definitely see you in at least a week and a half. So, yep, and be looking forward to my Jaguar 101 video. So, yep. I don't know what I'm going to call that yet, but yep, see you then. Bye.